Imagine walking into your college classroom and seeing a group of people praying. Have you ever went to a restaurant and seen people praying before a meal? Or have you went to a public place and seen people praying for a specific reason? The answer to this is probably yes. You probably have. Have you ever went to school or college and seen someone praying? The answer to this is probably no. You probably haven't. Being a Christian and a person that believes in Jesus Christ gives me the qualification to present this speech to you today. The purpose of my speech is to persuade you to agree with me that we should allow prayers back in schools. Prayer should be allowed and widely encouraged in schools because it would allow religious students to put their religious beliefs to practice every day. Morals would be taught to students, and students will gain the religious freedoms that they deserve. School prayer would allow religious students to put their religious beliefs to practice every day. Prayer is a religious act that involves someone talking to God himself, like a personal conversation. According to allabouthistory.org, the U.S. Supreme Court has urged schools' cooperation with religious authorities because it respects the religious nature of students and it accommodates their spiritual needs. The country was based on religious principles, and the Declaration of Independence proves it. It states that all men are created equal and are endowed by God by certain unalienable rights. Without prayer in schools, there is a lack of morals found in students. Abortion rates doubled, teenage pregnancy rates doubled, violent crime increased, divorces increased, and child abuse reached an all-time high. This all had a strong relationship with the expulsion of prayer from schools. Morals must be taught to teenagers today and students that are still in school. In order for this to be done, prayer has to be brought back into schools. To ban school prayer diminishes all religious students' religious freedoms who would like to pray and forces them to act according to the non-religious minority. There's always an uproar when it comes to defending someone who doesn't believe in prayer or God, but it's never allowed that we as Christians can complain about anything related to being offended. According to statelaws.findlaws.com, federal law required schools to permit voluntary, silent, and non-destructive prayer. Prayer shouldn't have restrictions. If someone wants to pray out loud or talk to God, they should be able to. Religious freedom shouldn't have limits. When atheists are blocking out prayer and other religious practices, this is their way of practicing their beliefs, so why can't we as Christians practice our beliefs in public just as they can? The purpose of my speech today was to convince you that prayer should be widely encouraged in school today. It's important for Christians to have this religious right, just as non-religious people have the right to disagree with not allowing prayer in schools. As a believer of God, prayer is an important aspect of my life, which gives me the qualifications of presenting this speech to you today. Earlier in my speech, I asked you if you have seen people in school praying, and most likely your answer was no. Praying is an important aspect of any Christian's life, and in order for any one person who believes in God, it's important for you to agree with me that we should fight to bring back prayer in our schools and without being looked down upon. People that are non-religious and who do not believe in God have conversations with many people every day. So why can't we as Christians have a conversation with God any time of the day we want to? According to allabouthistory.org, even George Washington, the first president of the United States, stated, "What students should learn in American schools today, above all, is the religion of Jesus Christ." Thank you.